Hi friends, it's Stephanie with Stefsonabudget. Welcome back for another video. Today we're going to be doing a budget with me and setting up our bi-weekly budget for our paycheck on September 22nd. Now, if you're new to my channel, I will explain I don't like budget from the first to the end of the month and kind of crunch those numbers into September. I just do what works for me. And since I don't get paid on a monthly basis, sometimes I'll move paychecks around. So technically we're going to get paid on the 22nd, but it's going to count towards my family's October budget overall. So yeah, but we are looking at the September spreads. We're going to be setting up to pay everything that's highlighted in kind of this brown color. And then we'll switch over to October and we'll finish up with a few bills that we have that go into October since we don't get paid again until the 6th. But yeah, I'm excited to set up this budget with me. October is the last month in my budget planner because when I first started using the Budget Moms planner, I was too impatient to wait till January. So my kind of year runs like October to October, which is kind of weird. But I'm super excited to get into a new happy planner and set up for the upcoming, the new budget. But so yeah, so see if we flip over to November, I have it for 2022. So I always have a couple of months, which is kind of weird, but this is my first year using the Big Happy Planner. And so, once I get this next year, I can move into, I can take October and move it with the year that it's supposed to go into, but that's more than you wanted to know. I'm just rambling at this point. Let's set up the budget with me. So since this is an October budget for us, I'm going to pull from October and we're going to flip back to the spread. And remember guys, we're not going to see all these because there's some open accounts that are paid off, but they're still open, so they stay in here just in case. And we're going to set this up together. All right, move that to the side. Let me stand up and take a look. And little bumpy here, I'm going to zoom you guys in, okay? Look at my new little nameplate that I got on Etsy, and I promise this was part of my August, but I had already filmed all those videos, so you guys hadn't seen it yet. So where should we put it? Should we put it right here? Okay, and then let's of course grab some extra paper to write on. Okay, so we're getting paid September 22nd. This coming Friday, and we are just expecting my husband and I's full-time paychecks. So pay 1 and pay 2. I'm feeling pretty comfortable at budgeting my usual $2,700. This is going to be my first hourly paycheck with 2 full weeks, as it should be. And then we're going to budget the minimum for our pay 2 at $1,700. So let's add up our income. And we're looking at $4,400 here to budget with. Okay, we're going to move down to the fixed expenses or your set bills portion. And we have our half of the mortgage, and that's $1,150. So what we'll do is pull the first half that we saved in the first check of September into the account, and then we'll actually pay the mortgage for October. All right, then we have a Kindle Unlimited subscription. I'm going to note this little A so I know it's an automatic payment that's going to come out. And same for the iCloud. Kindle's the 23rd and iCloud's the 25th. Okay, so it's $13 for the Kindle and $11 for our iCloud storage. Then we also have Disney Plus, which is also an automatic payment on the 26th, and that one is $12. Okay, what else do we have? We have our cell phone plan. If you're new here, this number might look big and alarming. We pay for 6 lines, unlimited. So, you know, that's about as good as it gets around here. Okay, we paid off our Apple card, but we're using that as a debt snowball. And I'm going to go back to my original way of how I used to do this when I first started budgeting this way in 2020, and just count it as a bill. But it'll go into our actual new debt, which I had ever since we paid off the Apple card in July. I've been a little unsure of what debt to focus on, but we are now officially focusing on we owe the IRS on our federal taxes. And I haven't shared that number with you guys and don't plan to, just keeping that personal. But that's what we've decided to throw the debt at. So this is on the 30th. Okay, and then let me flip over to October so I can, oh, shoot, see. Okay, and then I also have to pay for, this is the first month of paying for Kennedy's cheer. So I keep wanting to forget that, and that unfortunately is $65. This is our first time paying like a monthly fee for sports. Usually we just pay like for the season. So it's a different experience for us for sure. Okay, and then October is officially student loans are back in gear, you guys. So this is due on the 2nd, and my student loan payment, it's like $94 and some change, but we're just going to round that up to 100 because that's what it's been in the budget. So I restarted payments in August. Interest started kicking over in September, and let me tell you guys, I've been checking on that, and it's like 75 cents a day that's accruing, which is just crazy, because if you figure 75, whoops, for 30 days, that's like $22 to $23 a month. And if I'm only paying 100, yikes. But it just is what it is. Thankfully, you know, for some of you guys who have like really high student loans, I just feel terribly. Okay, and then we have the internet bill, which is on the 3rd, and we pay $60 for our internet. And then we have our truck payment at $10.13. I think that's everything. Let me just double check. Oh, you know what I am forgetting is I have to wrap up that remaining balance on that Home Depot card, and that's on the 1st. And then that will be done with, and that was from our irrigation urgency. Thankfully, out of like $500 or something crazy like that, you know, $50 is all we've got left, which is good. So this was $40. Sorry, having a moment there. It's like 33 and some change, so we'll just round that up. Okay, that is officially everything. Let's see what we've got. Okay, so $29.74 is our total for our fixed expenses. So if we take that from our income, that's going to leave us with $1,426. So we'll bring that number down here. And for our household of 5, we are budgeting for groceries, $300. Costco, I am only going to budget $100 for, and hopefully that'll work out. We're going to have about half of the amount we normally have for our monthly Costco shop. And honestly, you guys, we're just going to need to make it work. We're going to need to do everything to not go over budget. So just is what it is. Okay, then gas, we've got $175, and then we budget $40 for miscellaneous. We budget another $40 for like house and beauty kind of needs. We have spending, which I am cutting a little bit, but then I'm also adding in lunch money here for our daughter in high school. And so we're gonna put $360 into that. Okay, and then we've got water, which this pays for our drinking water. And we have takeout. Sorry, and if I didn't say, $38 for our water and $100 for our takeout. Okay. I would love to get that down, but realistically, I don't like to cook. My husband doesn't really like to cook, so we probably eat out way more than we should be. But on top of that, like, we went to Taco Bell the other night and it was almost $50, you guys. Almost $50. And that wasn't even for all of us. We bought 3 meals and like a couple of little potato things that Lily wanted. And that was it. And it was like 47 and some change. I was just baffled. Make my own dang tacos at home. Okay, let's add up our variable expenses. That's $11.53. So we are kind of cutting down, you know, our variable expenses are getting less, which is good. We're making it work. Okay, so we have $273 left to work with here. So let's bring that on up to our sinking funds section. And remember I said I wanted to put $100 to the Harry Potter debt binder every payday. That's my goal. So if you look at it that way, that's essentially $100 to debt extra. So that I feel like is good. We're just kind of hanging on to it until we complete those challenges, and we'll make one big payment. We're also going to do the 33 to the month ahead. And whoops, what am I trying to do, you guys? Oh, 273 minus 133 leaves us with 140. Might help if I bring that remaining number up here. Okay, so we still have 140 left to work with for our sinking funds and our other savings challenges, which is good. So I think what I'll do is just do sinking funds 100, and I'll divvy those up as I feel appropriate when we do the cash stuffing. And then the other 40, whoops, we will put just to our like our regular savings challenge binder. And then we'll add in you know, any kind of rollover that we might have left as well from our wallet. All right, guys, that is a look at our next bi-weekly paycheck and how we plan to budget those funds. So some new things, some new pay. Let's hope it works out. But if you like this video, friends, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'd love to have you subscribe to the channel, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.